So, on April 3rd, we got the final episode of 2521, and ever since, the net has been on fire. Nevertheless, 2521 had been quite a brilliant ride, if not my favorite series of 2022 so far. So, for the lovers and about to be lovers, here's a comprehensive breakdown of what made the series so good, and also what ruined it. For those questioning what is 2521, the plot is pretty simple. The drama follows the female lead Na Hee-do, who wants to become a professional fencer, only for a financial crisis to happen and her dream to be on the brink of ruin. It was during this very time that she met Bak Hee-jin, son of a family that had lost all its wealth, and they supported each other closely, up until the age of 25-21. When the series was first announced, reaction had been good. Kim Tae-ri, the actress who plays the female lead, is the darling of Korea, with a resume full of quality and award-winning works, including Mr. Sunshine, The Handmaiden, and also the Korean adaptation of Little Forest. Initial still cuts that give off retro vibes made many Koreans nostalgic for the series' setting in 1998, and netizens believe that this is the youth series they were craving for, after the Reply trilogy. Unfortunately, the positive reaction did not last long, and soon enough, controversies arose. First, there's the matter of the series' screenwriter, who had been accused of plagiarism in her previous work. Search www. Netizens believed that the female-centric drama was eerily similar to the 2017 French movie Miss Sloane, frame to frame and line to line. As a result, 2521, despite not copying any other works, was heavily criticized for sharing the writer, and many called it trash and a product of a plagiarizer. There had also been insults thrown at the series for featuring a relationship between a minor and an adult, seeing that the male lead Bak Hee-jin had shared a kiss with Na Hee-do before she was of legal age. By the way, I would like to clarify that despite Na Hee-do being dubbed 19 at her first kiss, she was actually 17 in international age. Koreans calculate age in a different way. So yes, Hee-do was underaged, and yes, this can be an issue to many people. Finally, we have a controversy that only arose at the very end of the series. In episode 15 and 16, the male lead moved to New York to give news reports on the tragic September 11th incident, in which 2,996 people were killed and over 6,000 were injured. People believe that scenes, where Bak Hee-jin admitted to picking out outfits to look handsome and impress his girlfriend while talking about the tragic news, were insensitive, and expressed disbelief when Na Hee-do smiled while watching such tragedies. This is not something that can be made background to some silly romance, one netizen had said, with others accusing the screenwriter of being swallow and disrespectful. Nevertheless, 2521 was madly successful, being dubbed the most buzzworthy drama in Korea throughout its entire ride, and attracting a wide range of audiences across the world. So what makes the series so popular? The first thing that drew me to 2521 had actually been the characterization. Na Hee-do and Bak Hee-jin both aren't perfect characters, but they are convincing and fun. By the way, I extremely adored Hee-do. She's youthful and childish in a true high schooler fashion. She likes comic books, fancies handsome guys, makes spelling mistakes, gets emotional, and is just a ball of sunshine. Bak Hee-jin, meanwhile, is someone that was more jaded. He had been through the reality of life, was struggling, and had a habit of disappearing and keeping things to himself, which was why he found a Hee-do that speaks her mind so refreshing. The rest of the main squad all have their respective stories too. Go Yu-rim, the second female lead, for example, had been an asshole in the beginning, and of course, not all her actions were justified. Still, she was realistic, very raw, and someone that I believe many of us can relate with. She also had a really good character arc that endeared her to the audience, and was a nice contrast to the female lead. On the other hand, there was also Ji Sung-won, carrier of justice and model student with the coolest lines. In a sense, she's someone we want to become, but wasn't tropey nor unrealistic. Finally, there's Moon Ji-woong, who has brightened up the series. He's sincere, to the point, and a great source of laughter. The resident class clown, who doesn't let circumstances dull him down. This gang of 5 people had been the highlight of the show. I adore every single one of their interactions, and found myself tearing up at their youthful antics, despite not being there with them. I also have to compliment the screenwriter for all the conversations and lines that she had written. Characters say things that are actually said in real life. And even the supposed cringy dialogues don't make me feel iffy. It just seems like a real story, torn from a diary of a real person. And even grand gestures like declarations of love, friendship, and families did not feel fake or too dramatic. Finally, the series' philosophy that everything is fleeting and that it's okay to give up was what moved me to the core. The side plotline of Hee-do and Yoo-reem's underclassmen and Seung-won's bold decision is something that I believe resonates with many people and serves to balance the more intense stories of the main characters. Before we discuss what had gone wrong with such a masterpiece, let's first check out what people thought prior to the downfall. For starters, Na Hee-do's daughter's name had been revealed to be Kim Min-chae from the very first episode. So, against our will, we are led to believe that our main couple would not end up together. This sparked wild theories that Park Ye-jin ended up dead in the future, or Go Yoo-reem ended up dead in the future, and leaving behind a child who Hee-do was raising. Others, more positive, pointed out that Ye-jin had signed his name as Kim Do-hee in the series' poster, which suggested that he had changed his name to protect his family, and Min-chae was just the couple's child. There had also been even wilder takes, like Hee-do having amnesia since she can't remember her summer vacation, or Hee-do's mom having dementia, since she said she recently saw Ye-jin. All the theories, however, turned out to be wrong. And here's a summary of the actual ending. In episode 15, Ye-jin transferred from the sports department to the social department, and his reporter job became 500 times busier, leading him to constantly canceling dates and breaking promises. He saw all kinds of accidents and mourning, and was mentally affected by them. Hee-do tried to compromise despite them never meeting, but things got worse when September 11th happened, and Ye-jin had to move to New York. The result was that Hee-do and Ye-jin could only hear each other's voices and see each other's faces via the news or the phone, had no time to meet, and couldn't discuss their difficulties. They grew apart, ended their relationship, and Hee-do got married to an unknown guy. The Taeyang squad grew apart, which was clearly shown in Seung-won's line that we only ever meet each other when someone died. There was even an after credit where Ye-jin typed Na Hee-do as his first love, with both never wearing any wedding rings. So there you have it, the ending, which was completely unsatisfactory in my opinion. I expect from the beginning that Ye-jin and Hee-do did not end up together, since it was realistic, and people split up all the time, no matter how intense their feelings. What I could not accept, though, was the execution of their breakup, which defied the nature of their relationship. Circumstances were harsh, yes, but Hee-do and Ye-jin had already been through separation once.
헤어졌어.
And the recycling of plot just put them back to day one. The writing of Ye-jin had also completely destroyed his character development. Like, the entire point was that he learned to no longer keep things to himself, except he did just that all over again. Finally, I understand that adulthood makes people busy, friendships fade, and nothing lasts forever. But 18-year-old Na Hee-do did not proudly exclaim that she will buy the summer, only for 41-year-old her to not remember any of it.
기억 안 나는데?
And yet still named her workshop 2521 despite no longer talking to the Taeyang squad, and being married with a child. It didn't help that all of these were crammed into one single episode. In fact, I wondered if we even need the present timeline at all. The series could have ended with Hee-do and Ye-jin breaking up, and with the friend groups doing their respective careers, instead of leaving a bunch of unanswered questions and ruining all the beautiful memories. In the end, I would still recommend 2521 if you hadn't watched the series. Sure, I didn't like some details, like the kiss that can wait an extra day, or the entire episode 16. But if you want a taste of meaningful relationships, some good laughs, and characters to get attached to, you can always give the first 15 episodes a try. So what about you? What are your thoughts on the drama? Do let us know in the comments. And if you want more videos like this, like, share, and subscribe to Bbali Drama. We'll come back soon. See ya!